Hi there, Kira here with another scrapbook layout process video for the wild hair kits. So this is using my September wild hair kits, and I wanted to use up some of these Pink Fresh Studio phrase stickers because I now have 2 packs of them. So I wanted to just kind of, I don't know, try and kill the pack since I do have another whole pack now, and I thought this might be a good way to try and do that. So what I did was I made a cut file on my Cricut, and I just had it spell out Jonathan, and then using the stickers I just laid them across the letters and then just kind of fussy cut around the stickers. So that's what you're seeing with the letters there that I just showed. So I have all my letters ready, covered with stickers, ready to go, and I wanted to do them in kind of a diagonal pattern down the page. So I just tore this piece of paper in half, and this was a Pink Fresh Studio paper. That's what the back side looks like, and I am using the side with like the green, I don't know, dots, I guess you call them dots. And I just place that diagonally along the page. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just roughing up the edges right now. I wanted to just kind of emphasize the fact that it was torn, and I wanted kind of that look. So I'm going to go ahead and place this is like my title, and then I'm going to have a subtitle a little bit later, but I'm going to place my title down, and I'm just going along that diagonal there. And once I have that all laid down, I didn't know if I wanted to stitch around it or not. I think it looked fine without it being stitched, and I think it would have looked just fine. It would have been a perfectly good layout, not stitched. But I really wanted to have the letters pop out off of that white background. And so I thought that I should probably do something to emphasize those, I suppose. And so I just went ahead and took some dark gray thread that was in my stash. Again, I really wish I would have had a blue for this. I really wanted a dark blue, like a really navy blue, because some of the letters have that, or some of the stickers have that dark navy blue on them, and I really would have liked that dark blue, but I don't have any of that in my stash. But now this is making me need to go buy some. So I went with a dark gray, and I just did just a simple back stitch along the letters, just to make them stand out a little bit more. And honestly, I don't know why I have the ruler here, because it doesn't end up getting straight with the ruler. So silly Kira. Alright, so once I have those all laid out kind of how I want them, then I go ahead and text Mary and see what she thinks about the stitching. And she liked it without the stitching too, but I think the stitching really made those letters pop, so I think it was a good call to add the stitching. I'm just going to go ahead and poke some holes all along my letters. And then that gray thread that you see on my cutting board, is that cutting board? It's not cutting board. My paper trimmer, that's the gray I use. And done. So I just did all the stitching off camera. And I'm going to scrapbook this picture of my son, Jonathan. So this is on Sundays, we go down to the San Antonio River, and at the Pearl Brewery, they have a farmer's market on Sundays. And so sometimes we go check out the farmer's market. Sometimes we don't. It just, I don't know, just depends. But this week, we let Jonathan kind of go on his own adventure. And so he kind of decided where we were going to walk to. And so he had wanted to go up to where the farmer's market was that day. And so we went up there, and there was like a woman playing guitar and singing, and it was really pretty. And so we watched her for a little bit, and they had sidewalk chalk for the kids. And so Jonathan was playing with the sidewalk chalk. And then we walked over the other part of the farmer's market, and there's this fountain over there. And I always make him stand in front of it and take pictures. And so this is one of the pictures I got of him standing in front of the fountain. So I'm just going to go ahead and start embellishing. Everything you see there is everything I have left in my kit. And this, most of it's like from the cut apart sheets. So I just cut out a lot of the cut aparts, and then I fussy cut around some of them so they're not all just squares. And like some of them I punched like that on my way. I just punched it out into a circle shape. And yeah, so it's just random kind of bits and pieces from the cut apart sheets. So I'm going to go ahead and use that "There's No One Like You" and that "On My Way" piece, and a little fabric arrow. And then I decided that I want to add another piece of a title here, and I'm going to add "Say Cheese" with these stickers. And that's what I'm telling him. When I'm taking the pictures, I tell him, "Say cheese," and he says cheese and smiles, and he's just adorable. so that's what he's doing in that picture. So I thought that I should add that as part of my title as well. And then when I've got those stickers out, I really like that these stickers had added like little plus signs and little hearts and stars to the sheet. And so I decided to use some of the plus signs just to bring in a little bit of that gold around my layout. So I put one up on the title of Jonathan. It took me forever to figure out where I wanted to place it, but there you go. And I put two down here in this little cluster there. And I'm just going to go ahead and start adhering everything down. I do pop my picture up on some foam, and then I will start adhering everything down. And then once I'm done doing that, it will be complete. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below. Make sure to check out my blog post on thewildhairkits.com. And if you haven't signed up for a kit yet, you should try it out because it's really fun. And you get a custom curated kit just for you. So I will see you soon in another layout process video. And you guys have a great day. Bye.